falling in love with the local music scene, falling in love with local music. At what point did that happen for you? Because now you came to Windsor for school.
Yes.
You're not Windsor born.
No.
And there are so many people who are born in Windsor who flee the place.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what is it that's keeping you here?
You know, it's funny because a lot of people say to me, like, you're not from here? Like, why are you doing all of this?
Passionate.
Yeah, you're so passionate about Windsor, and you're not, you didn't grow up here.
It's so rare to find someone who didn't grow up here who is so passionate about the Windsor music scene.
I was born and raised in the other Rose City in Welland, Ontario. And there was, you know, albeit a much smaller, but a little music community there. And I grew up going to local shows and loving independent music, and you know, eventually as I got older, started gaining an appreciation for, you know, visual arts in a kind of to a greater extent, and you know, the true art of filmmaking and things like I wouldn't even have thought that I would have discovered, like fashion. You know, I came here to Windsor in 2002, and I would say that CJAM was a really big part of it. Volunteering there and getting involved and just kind of gaining access to the history of music in Windsor and really seeing what people had done and being brought into the fold, you know, at fundraiser events and kind of just getting to see what's being done. And I very quickly started to realize, you know, I think it was, you know, after first year university, I went back to Niagara Falls for the summer, you know, Niagara region for the summer to work. Before I came back for the next semester. And I just found myself a little bit bored, a little bit, you know, kind of eager for the kind of opportunities and the kind of excitement that I had when I was in Windsor, volunteering at the radio station, going to see these great music shows on both sides of the border. And I missed Windsor so much that first summer being away. And I came back, you know, for my next semester, and I never really left again, unless for anything more than a vacation. And as I kept, you know, working in the cultural community on a greater and greater degree, I just kept on discovering so many more talented people. Mm-hmm. And not just that, but a real warmth. There's a real warmth in the cultural community in Windsor that doesn't necessarily exist in other cities. I mean, I've tried to do some work in Toronto, and I've tried to do some work in the Niagara region to some success, but the accessibility that is offered in Windsor, you know, the real kind of opportunity to just walk through the doors of a music venue and say, here's my demo CD, you know, I just started making music a few months ago, and I would love to play a show. And to be given that opportunity, it's something that doesn't necessarily happen in every other city. A lot of other cities are a little more closed off than that. It takes a lot longer for you to break down those doors and be able to have the opportunity in the first place.